Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about the greatest
I'm reminding you
of all time.
Take me
Alexa,
6 minutes.
stop. Awesome. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. Today we're talking about the greatest of all time. A little bit of a weird quiz or tier list on this one, but I think it could be a fun one. Some older fighters, some newer ones, or some ones that we all know. Hopefully we know all of them. If you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button as hard as you possibly can. As always, hit the thumbs up button as well. It helps YouTube, tells YouTube to push my stuff out a little bit more. And as always, leave a comment down below. Let's talk about it. First, we got Amanda Nunes. And from the performance that we've seen, if it was in question at all, she is GOAT. She is absolutely amazing. I thought she would beat Juliana by decision. That's what I called. But I didn't think she would put on a beatdown as she did. As much. I thought she'd beat her up, but I didn't think it was going to be as bad as it was. Anderson Silva. I think Anderson Silva is one of the greatest of all time. Absolutely. Anderson Silva is incredible. Towards the end of his career, people, I think, they counted him out because of like, oh, he's not that good, or it kind of tarnished his legacy a little bit. Kind of the same thing with somebody down here, but Anderson Silva is incredible. And look what he's doing in boxing at 47 years old. It's unbelievable. Minotauro Nogueira. Minotauro is great. Minotauro is awesome. I don't think he was ever really world champion material. I believe he won a interim. I'm pretty sure he did. Maybe that was the fight when he fought Frank Mir and he lost. But I thought he had won an interim title at some point. Maybe not. But he's still very, very good and a legendary chin. Absolutely. And then BJ Penn, he is one of the greatest. I think his legacy is a little tarnished because of the losses later in his career. But he was absolutely amazing. Brock Lesnar, overrated. I mean, he's really, really good, especially not really fighting. He was a really good wrestler. His ground and pound is incredible. And it's pretty cool that at like 5-3 he won the title. Something like that. Or 4-3. Something crazy. Shoot, it may have been 3-1. I can't really remember at this point. I think it was 3-1 when he fought Randy. Something like that, but he's okay. I just think he gets a little overhyped. But, yeah, overrated. Chuck Liddell. I think Chuck Liddell is a GOAT. I think Chuck Liddell was incredible, especially for that 7-fight win streak he had. Maybe a little bit more, but 7-fight KO streak that he had. His chin just started giving away, and again, it was because, I watched a lot of interviews and them talking about it. And they said that Chuck's body knew that he was so tough and he would take punishment to give it. And that is a thing that his body just started to give out every time he got touched, every time he got punched. So, again, another guy, I think his legacy is a little tarnished by the way he ended it. He ended his career by getting knocked out by Tito, something we should have never seen. Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is definitely one of the greatest of all time. He's incredible. I wish if he wasn't going to put all of himself into it that he would stop. It doesn't seem like he's going to, though, until someone tells him. But, yeah. Cyborg, I think she's amazing. I can't put her in GOAT because Nunes KO'd her very quickly. I can't do that. But she's amazing. I mean, come on. Watch any of her fights. She's really, really good. DC, same thing. I can't put DC up in GOAT because John Jones destroyed him 2 times. He did some very, very awesome things. But I can't put him in greatest of all time because he never actually beat the light heavyweight champion. But he was a double, champ. Which I know why he was. John had to give it up and he fought Anthony Johnson, who won the title. But yeah, Demetrius Johnson is amazing. I can't put him in. He's definitely one of the greatest of all times. Mighty Mouse is. He's so damn good. And then we go to Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruz is, again, I'm going to put him above because he mollywopped DJ. Definitely bigger, weird weight class, but still, the fight was what it was. Dominic Cruz is incredible. He's so good. And it surprises me every single time he fights that he's still that good. I'm still waiting for that time he's like, oh no, he's getting older and that might be it. But we really haven't seen it. He definitely is getting hit, I think, a little bit more. I think that has a lot to do with the timing and his style. Like the Pedro Munoz fight, he got caught early and got dropped, I think, twice. Some pretty bad drops too. But as the fight went on, as the fight went on, he got better and better and better. So I think that is what it is. George St. Pierre is the greatest of all time. Let's put him above BJ because he beat BJ. But GSP is incredible. Coming back after, I think, 3 years off and beating Michael Bisping the way he did in a back and forth type of fight. So awesome, so cool. So I really wish he was able to fight Khabib when he really wanted to fight Khabib. Joanna Jędrzejczyk is one of the greatest female fighters. Go watch her fights. She's so much fun. Her record is a little weird, a little salty. I believe she was 12-0 at a point, but awesome fighter. John Jones is the greatest of all time. John Jones, I know as a person he may not be that good, but as a fighter, he's probably literally the best fighter we've ever seen. I think he destroys almost everybody. And the only person really giving fits maybe is Ngannou, just because of that power if he touches him. But wait for that prediction. That one's coming too. Jose Aldo as well is GOAT status. He is awesome. He is so damn good. Even moving down a weight class, he is so good. And then Khabib Nurmagomedov, Jesus. I'm going to put him amazing simply for the fact he had Daido defenses. He's really, really good. Maybe he is a GOAT. I can't put him there because he never fought a ground guy. He never fought somebody who's... Because, you know, when you fight strikers and you take them down, their first instinct is to get back up. I can't put him in GOAT because he has that asterisk next to him. Never fought a ground guy. Never fought a Charles Oliveira. Never, honestly, even fought a guy like Michael Chandler who still uses his wrestling. Gaethje never uses it. So I can't put him in GOAT. People are going to be upset. Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Matt Hughes is, again, a GOAT. Matt Hughes is amazing. Very, very, very good fighter, especially for his time. Max Holloway, definitely one of the greatest of all time. Jesus. So good. That last fight with Volk was weird for Max. So I'm curious to see what happens with him. Mirko Kokop, great. I mean, that's what it is. Not a great UFC record. Didn't have a lot of great fights, but he had some good ones, and the ones that he did do were some pretty big finishes. I think Gonzaga won. That one was awesome. When he finished Gonzaga, Anthony Parrish, I think his name was, when he split him wide open with those elbows. Awesome. Rampage Jackson, also great. Rampage Jackson, biggest power, stupidly big chin, great chin, unbelievable. And I hope he boxes. Here we are, champ. Let's go, champ. Oh, Shannon Briggs, that's what he is. That's his name. Randy Couture, also, I'm gonna put him up in greatest, one of the greatest of all time. He's awesome. Randy Couture did so much for the sport. Coming back at like 49 years old to win the title is awesome. Awesome. Ronda Rousey, overrated. Was she good for the time for her weight class? Yeah, because she was better than all of those. But as soon as the weight class got to her standards and got even a little bit better than her, She's not here no more. I was very curious after the Holly Holm fight, what Ronda Rousey are we going to see? Are we going to see a motivated one, or are we going to see one that is never the same again? And it was never the same again. We can say that she was awesome, but we can't say she's one of the greatest of all time. We can say that she's a great, for sure, but she's overrated. Because you can always tell by a fighter who they really are and how they are as a fighter when they lose. And then they come back. That's the biggest question. How are they going to come back after losing? Especially losing like that. Not good. Stipe Miocic. I think Stipe is definitely one of the greatest. I know DC's an amazing and he beat Stipe, but Stipe has 2 wins over DC. I can't put DC in GOAT. Stipe's amazing. Defended his title 5 times. Unbelievable. Probably fighting John Jones here soon. I think he gets mollywopped by John Jones. But great fighter. Tito Ortiz, overrated. Very, very good guard strikes. Very, very good ground strikes. Nasty elbows. What else? That's really it. TJ Dillashaw is great. He's amazing. TJ Dillashaw is amazing. His footwork when he fought Joe Soto, I think that was his name, Joe Soto. When he fought Renan Barao both times, the second time maybe even better than the first time. That combination at the end was, oh God, it was gorgeous. Jesus, amazing. Uriah Faber. I think Uriah Faber is one of the greatest. I mean, every single thing that he did in like the WEC, beating Cruz, unbelievable. Cruz has 2 victories over him. Yes, this is on a, but he could never win the title. So I guess he would be an amazing. I can't put him in greatest of all time. That just doesn't make any sense. So great, amazing. And then I think this is Vitor Belfort. I think Vitor Belfort is great. I don't think he's amazing. Maybe even slightly overrated. Juiced Vitor, different story. I think Juiced Vitor is probably the scariest fighter to ever walk this earth. Only really the only one. Jesus. Oh my God. Really the only fighter to ever put John Jones in a bad situation with the armbar. Hyperextending it, all that stuff, and John just saying, I'm not going to tap. You're going to have to break it, and the rest are going to have to stop it. So, this is my list. If you agree, leave a comment down below. If you disagree, leave a comment down below. Let's talk about it. I got no issues. Let's talk about it. Be fun to do. As always, guys, hit the subscribe button as hard as you possibly can. Hit the thumbs up button as well. You already know what it is.